And we're back with another series of Let's Play. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and we're picking up and starting a series that I should have started a long time ago, and I never did, and I have some regrets, but I'm glad to be starting it with you guys today. And this is going to be an interesting little bit of a game here. If you're not familiar with King's Quest, it is the great granddaddy of point-and-click adventures, one of the OGs, if you will. Not the OG, I think there's one right before this, but one of them. And we'll be doing King's Quest 1 Quest for the Crown. And this is a remake made by the company you just saw, AGD Interactive, or ADG Interactive, I forget, it's one of the two. And this game originally was a DOS game back in the mid to early 80s. It's very much similar to Zork, except Zork is a text adventure. This one was typing in text, and the character would on the screen and visually do whatever you kind of asked him to do. And that's really the gist of it. It's early, fantasy, kind of like not high fantasy, but more low fantasy. It's got dragons and elves, more like the little tiny elves. And it's got some fairy tale lore to it, things along those lines. But yeah, and this is a remake of this game. This remake was made back in like 2009. It's actually probably one of the better ways to play it today. As this company did the remake of 1, 2, and 3. I wish they did 4, but they haven't done 4. But they did do 1, 2, and 3, and we'll be playing through King's Quest, Quest for the Crown, and kind of get this series going. So let us begin with the introduction, which should give us information about what the story is supposed to be about. He's a king.
You are Sir Graham, the bravest and most honorable knight in the troubled realm of Daventry. King Edward the Benevolent, aged ruler of Daventry, has summoned you to the castle for reasons unknown.
I need you to clean my throne, the porcelain one. Oh, sorry.
Greetings, Sir Graham. The king is expecting you. Allow me to escort you to His Majesty's throne room.
I told you.
Thank you, Sir Knight.
I told you. You're gonna have to repair that porcelain throne. Somebody made a poopy.
Raise the portcullis.
Open sesame. And in we go. Who did not do this at any point in the series?
I am at your service, my king.
I am an old man, Sir Graham. Perhaps too old to carry the weight of this crown. My bones ache, my hands tremble. I am afraid my time on earth grows short. But enough about me. Great misfortunes have befallen Daventry since the loss years ago of 3 magical treasures.
Okay.
I have chosen you, the finest knight in all of Daventry, to search for these lost treasures. Only then can this kingdom be restored to its former glory. And only then may I rest with the knowledge that my people are safe.
Indeed. Okay, so what do we gotta get?
The first treasure is a magic mirror that foretells the future.
Whether or not you get to get Kardashian butt.
Magical shield that protects the bearer from all mortal harm.
Condoms.
Third and last is an enchanted chest that is forever filled with gold.
The power of the leprechauns. I like all of this stuff.
I know that what I ask is difficult, nay, perhaps impossible. The dangers are many, but you are brave and pure of heart. That is why I chose you to volunteer. If you succeed, you will inherit my crown and rule the realm of Daventry as her rightful king. Go, Sir Graham, and know that the fate of Daventry lies in your hands.
Take heart, my king. I shall not fail you.
Well, and there it is. Let's just leave that on him. Oh, yeah! I'm already the king, y'all. Okay, so a lot of this game is primarily a puzzle game.
You have selected to play with dead ends enabled. The game will play exactly the same way as the EGA version of King's Quest 1, Quest for the Crown.
Which is the way we like it. So yeah, there's 158 points available to earn in the game. We have these actions. We can move Graham. We could use our eyesight to, examine things. We can touch things with our hand. We can talk to characters, people, whatever. And there's items that would be equipped to this slot, and this is our bag to carry them, and this is options. And oh, look at him.
These scaly, slimy serpents cruise the moat searching for unwary trespassers.
You would think the king would put a rail there, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's generally the gist of the game. Is we're going to be solving little puzzles, kind of like item-based puzzles where, oh, hey, you need this item to do this activity, so on and so forth. So, like, as you can see, clicking walks.
This rock is less distinctive than the one next to it. You see a large gray rock.
The game is informing us that there's something up with this rock. Now, in the original game, you would have to type, like, push rock. Instead, we can use the hand feature, and he'll push the rock on his own.
With a small shove, you manage to push the rock a few feet, revealing a shallow hole underneath.
Now, one of the things this game is somewhat famous for, which we're going to try to avoid as much as possible, is...
You reach into the hole and find an intricately carved dagger. You carefully lift it out, being careful not to cut yourself.
Is death scenes. When you die, this game has a kind of a dark humor to death in the game, and that's kind of been something that's through the series, because there's 7 primary King's Quest games, and then there was a kind of a remake back in the later 2000s.
This is a fine silver dagger with a very sharp edge.
2015, actually.
You can't read the runes on the blade, but it appears to be an elfish dagger of great antiquity.
And one of these days we'll tackle that, but I figure before we even bother with that, we may as well, do this first, right? Okay, let's keep moving. And so, like I said, you can see how all of these scenes kind of are places. Remember, very reminiscent of my Let's Play of Robin Hood Conquest of the Longbow.
This is the biggest oak tree you've ever seen.
You don't say.
Its trunk seems to be about 10 feet around, and the thick, sturdy branches look like they could hold many times your weight.
Let's climb this thick boy. Up, and away.
Finding plenty of footholds in the coarse bark of the tree, you easily clamber up the trunk to the branches above. Up here in the tree, the main trunk is bent enough to allow you to walk carefully along its length. The leaves and branches hide the ground from view.
Now this could take a few tries because the game is very finicky about where you click. Like, you may not even look like you clicked off the tree, but you'll fall. And this could... God, I remember just getting annoyed with this, but it can take several attempts. But we'll get it, goddammit. we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that. What's it? Hiding out on the end of that tree branch. Luckily, I don't believe you can die from falling off of it in this version of the game. See, and then I fell off at the front side of it. King's Quest 1: The Quest for Falls. If only Sir Graham knew parkour. Parkour. But yeah, sometimes you can do this really easily. Sometimes it takes some practice. I don't think I've ever seen anybody
You can tell by the coarse
technically ace this. I don't see how you could. It's so finicky about where you press the button. All I remember was back in the day. I like when this remake came out. A bunch of my friends who love this game series we were all talking about it, and one of my friends was like, "The fucking tree, fuck that tree, man!" And I'm like, I don't remember it being that bad. And then I went and played it a second time, and I'm like, okay, fuck this tree. Oh god. Oh boy. Yeah, but eventually we will get to the other side of that branch because we need what's over there. And I don't remember, or I don't recollect there being a more expeditious way of getting across the branch other than kind of just some trial and... Oh my god, I didn't even get that far. The most expeditious way being pretty much trial and error. But we will get over there. And I'd have to say, out of the entire game, this is probably the most tedious, first to second most tedious thing. There are only two things that are really, really tricky, this being one of them. And this is really just time consuming. I didn't miss the tree. Oh god, I'm doing really bad right now. How embarrassing. Okay, we're gonna definitely try to go more north of the tree. Of the branch. See if we can get lucky. Well, that worked. You gotta be shitting me.
You carefully lift the golden egg out of the nest.
The less careful I was, the easier this was to do. We'll keep that in mind. Alright, we're done with the frickin' tree. Let's get the hell out of here. What is this?
This is a well-tended carrot patch. The carrots look tempting to a hungry traveler. You pluck a plump orange carrot from the ground.
It's nice and thick. We got ourselves a...
You are holding a lovely golden egg. This looks like an ordinary carrot.
It's making me think of a horrifying Christmas song. Carrot for a cock, carrot for the cock, it's the biggest on the block, biggest on the block, Frosty said... Never mind. I'll stop. I'm a monster. You guys can't take me anywhere, so... Anyway. Let's head up this way.
An unusual clover glistens in the middle of the patch.
Give me them goods.
You pick a large four-leaf clover from the patch.
Oh, top of the morning. Hey, be lucky now. Let's go ahead and head down this way. Let me think here. Let's go this way. Ooh, doo 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 doo. Come on, there we go. Yeah, sometimes it's like finicky when you want to move from screen to screen.
Inside the rotting stump, you notice a small leather pouch. As you lift the pouch from the stump, you feel its contents shifting inside.
I wonder what it could be. Let's take a look.
When you peek inside the leather pouch, you discover it's filled with diamonds.
I'm rich, bitch! Though you'd think with the elvish dagger and the golden egg, we'd already be rich, but... Alright, no, go... let's go this way, actually. Go down here. And we'll go, I believe, this way. Head down again. Come on. Down, you fool. Like you gotta get it right at the bottom or he won't, or Graham won't go. There we go. And then we'll go down this way. And what do we have here?
As you begin to eat the house, a squeaky voice from somewhere says,
Nibble, nibble, little mouse, who is nibbling at my house?
So clearly we can hear somebody inside that house. Now, what we want to do here is we need to create a set of circumstances that benefit us. We want to see when the squeaky voice individual inside has left.
There is no answer from inside the house.
Wah! That means we're going to go in. We're going to go to this cabinet.
You take the cheese from the cabinet. There's nothing.
We'll go over here.
You grab the note from the table.
And while we're here, may as well take a look at the cheese.
This is an extremely fragrant piece of Swiss cheese. You are holding a large 4-leaf clover. Cautiously, you open the pouch and see many sparkling and flashing diamonds. Quickly, you close it again so as not to lose any. There is a message written on the note. Sometimes it is wise to think backwards.
Keep that in mind for later. We're just going to hang out here for a little bit until something kind of happens.
Off in the distance, you hear a high, squeaky voice.
I can smell someone tasty in my house.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move right on over.
I'm going to get my cauldron ready to cook someone for dinner.
Sure thing, you creepy little green
After I
witch.
get the cauldron nice and hot, I'll be ready to have someone for dinner.
Yeah, well, guess what? Bitch witch is on the menu. Oh!
With a mighty shove, you courageously push the wicked witch into the pot. Her wild screams are suddenly cut off as she melts away into the oily green slime. Congratulations!
We killed a bitch of a witch by pushing her from her left ass cheek. Let us continue forth on our quest for glory!
Suddenly, you hear the heavy footfalls of an
Yeah, nope. We're not ready to deal with that. And once in a blue moon, something like that might happen. There are times to deal with it. There are times not to. There are circumstances to deal with it. We don't technically meet those right now, so.
There's a large walnut tree surrounded by several pine trees. The squirrel seems hesitant about climbing its favorite walnut tree with you standing around.
Just rub it in. Okay, let's head over.
You choose a big, meaty-looking walnut from the bunch scattered around.
We'll take that nut. Take a peek at it.
When you open the walnut, you discover the nut inside is pure gold.
Hot damn, son. Sweet. Let's keep moving.
There appears to be some sort of bowl sitting next to the tree.
Let's check this sucker out.
You pick up the bowl.
And we can actually do something with this bowl.
Inscribed on the inside of this empty ceramic bowl is the word fill. To your astonishment, something begins to bubble up from the bottom of the bowl. Within moments, the bowl is filled with a hot, savory stew.
Nice. Free food for life. Hope you like stew. What kind of stew? Stew. Nothing but stew for all eternity. All right. Let's keep moving. And then I believe from here. And we'll go this way. Come on, Graham. There we go. Head over here.
The woodcutter speaks to you, his voice broken with sorrow.
We would welcome you to our home, Sir Knight, but we've had no food for so long. My beautiful wife cannot even rise from her bed. I fear she may die soon.
Yeah, man, you need this bowl more than I do. Don't worry.
The woodcutter is overwhelmed with joy.
It's not pee, I swear.
Thank you. Thank you, Sir Knight. We shall never forget your kindness and generosity.
It's P. I mean, why else would it be yellow? I mean, come on. Okay, fine.
Please, take my fiddle as a small token of our thanks.
Is it made of gold? If it's gold, it means you're Satan and you must die. Alright, let's skedaddle. So far, so good. We're doing, you know, the good things that we should be doing, right? Alright, so we need access to pretty much another part of the map at this point, if we would like to continue. And the easiest way for us to pretty much do that is we're going to need some help from a friend. Okay, here we are. Come on. So we're going to open this gate.
Nothing.
Where'd you go, little goat?
Nothing.
Yeah, you better get over here, goat.
Very clever. You tempt the goat with a carrot, and he begins to follow you around. You've made a friend.
All right, let's go ahead now. And then we'll go this way.
You had better wait for the goat, or he may not follow you.
Come on, little buddy. We'll go this way. And pretty much we need to take this goat to any one of several bridges in the game.
As you start to cross the bridge, a huge, hulking troll stomps into view and blocks your way. It is a well-known fact that goats hate trolls intensely. You move aside and let the goat take care of this wretched, nasty troll.
Get him, goat! Get him, goat chop!
The goat lowers his head and runs straight for the troll, butting him right off the bridge and into the river below. That's the last you'll see of that troll.
That was pretty bad. Alright, let's start moving again. So now we will no longer be bothered by the troll at any of the bridges going forward. Let's talk to this dude.
Welcome, Sir Graham. I've been expecting you. I have something that will be of great use to you. But first, Sir Graham, you must answer this riddle. I'll give you 3 guesses. What is my name?
And so this is a riddle based on a children's story called Rumpelstiltskin. Now, if you type Rumpelstiltskin in, you're going to get it wrong. But that's because in many of things regarding Rumpelstiltskin, he prefers things to be spelled backwards. Now, in the original version of the game, it's something completely different. It's like a weird named concoction thing. It's kind of funky. I wouldn't worry about it, but the clue from the witch tells us that we need to pretty much do this name backwards. So let me think here. It should be Rumpelstiltskin. So Niklitse. E-E-E-L Rumple, that'll be Stiltskin. So it would be the rumple part, which we have the E and L for. So P God, M-U-R. Rumpelstiltskin.
That's right. Outstanding. I didn't think you were that clever. As a reward for your sharp intellect, here are some beans. They're no ordinary beans, but it's up to you to find out why. Somebody as smart as yourself should have no problem at all. Well, step over here so I can give them to you.
Beans are good for your heart.
Here you are. Good luck on your quest.
Let him finish. Beans, they're good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you fart, the better you feel. So let's have beans at every meal. Woo! Sweet. Got me some beans. Some tasty beans. All right. So beans discovered. Let's go head back up kind of in this direction here. This leads us back to where we found the goat. He will be knighted as Salam Shank. Salam Shank. Defender of the people. Okay, and let's go ahead and...
This weathered old bucket has served the kingdom for years and years. It still holds water as well as it did on the day it was made.
Oh, really quick, too, while we're here.
This is the woodcutter's old fiddle. You are holding a handful of small beans.
Beans.
Be careful.
Okay, so let's grab that.
You cut the rope using the dagger and take the old bucket.
Sweet. Let's go ahead and turn this sucker.
The rope disappears into the darkness.
And then we're going to go ahead and head down into said darkness. And you got to be a little careful here because you can easily die if you don't do a handful of steps very carefully. First thing, we got our bucket. We're going to drop into the water. We're going to fill the bucket.
With difficulty, you manage to fill the bucket while swimming.
And then we're going to go ahead and go underwater. Ignore that chest. It's a trap. So we're going to head over this way, and then we're going to head up here. And then we're going to come out here. And look at that. So let's go ahead and head this way, and oh no, it's a dragon! How about a bucket of water to cool his pipes? Joke's on him, it's actually
Shocked,
pee.
the water hits the dragon square in the face, dousing his fire.
Oh man, he's gonna get us high. I was gonna become king, but then I got high. I was gonna save all of Daventry, but then I got
Unable to defend itself
high.
with anything more than harmless clouds of steam, the dragon rolls aside the granite boulder and slinks off in shame, leaving the mirror behind.
And now I passed out in the cave, and I know why. Why, man? Hey, cause I got high, because I got high, because I got high. La da da
You take
da
the
da
magic
da.
mirror. Congratulations.
Reep, dee, 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 dee. All right, let's skedaddle, shall we? Pretty cool. The easiest of the treasures pretty much to get, just as a heads up. Well, let's go ahead and head out of here. All right. So, not too bad of a turnout, if I do say so myself. Oh, little birdies. You know what?
This is the magic mirror, one of the 3 treasures of Daventry. You shouldn't drop that, Sir Graham. As you gaze into the magic mirror, you see a reflection of yourself as king of this land of Daventry.
Be a badass king. Free cocktails for all. Which, speaking of, this is a really great place for us to stop right now. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/HectorStudio for more live gaming action. Because when we come back, we're going to go to a place beyond the sea. It might burn when anyway. We gotta go check a few things out and whatnot. So, with that said, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you guys next time.